Hey, hey, yeah, we're back. Out on an exploration today. Gonna go hunt some relics. Yeah. Not so much exploration, but adventure, I would say. Yeah. So anyway, this morning, I headed out early. Went to go look at a couple new sites. It is just amazing how much progress is just wiping out our history. Every spot I went to this morning has a construction crew or a logging crew ripping into it. Man, I tell you, that is why y'all gotta get out, get to those sites, pull out that treasure, pull out those relics, save that history before it's gone. Once they put a parking lot in, that's it. It's over. Yeah. So anyway, I'm headed back through the woods to a nice little site that I've been to a few times before. Last time I was here, I pulled a nice V-nickel, and there's a lot more to be had. There's a lot more to be had. So I got my detector, got brand new batteries, and the willpower. I'm ready to find some treasure. Oh yeah. And maybe some deer antlers. So when I get up here, get to the site, I'm going to show you around, and I'm going to show you what I find. And hopefully, we can bring home some nice treasure today. Because yesterday was rough. Digging in a big hole of mud and slop, and I only was able to bring home one good bottle. That Pat D Coke. What a shame. But anyway, so I got a little bit of walk ahead of me, and I'll see you when we get up there. Yeah, so we made it. We're here, and it's about 100 yards that way. I'm gonna go through and detect all this land in here, all the way up to where the old house site sat. Something I haven't done yet. I've only searched around the old house site. And back in these old house sites, they utilized every square inch of their property. If you look at old aerial views of the past, as far back as you can go, there weren't that many trees standing. They had pretty much cut them all down, used everything, and occupied the land and used it for something. Farming, horses, cattle, you name it. So there's always a potential to find something where you know it was occupied. So just getting in and looking. And I have a ton of property to cover here, so just take our time, listen for the signals, and you just gotta put your coil over it. That's it. I hear a woodpecker way in the background. Beautiful day in the woods today. Alright, so I'm gonna get right at it. I'm gonna head towards the house, and then I'm gonna do a 360 all the way around it and extend out as far as I can. And it's gonna be a long day, probably, of I don't know. We'll have to find out. Gotta put my coil over it. Alright, see you on the first hole. And bam! 2 minutes later, I get a solid 32 signal. 32, probably a bullet or a casing or something like that. Lots of iron. I'm hearing a lot of really low iron, but it's not good thick iron yet. It's not relic iron. It's more like scrap and nails. Let's see what we get in here. Let's see what we get. 32 signal. That's nice in the middle of the woods. Of course, it's probably just hunter stuff, right? Nothing popping out at me. Alright, let's swing the detector over it. Be right back. Yep, shotgun shell. First shotgun shell. Okay. I got a deep 16 signal. Probably another shotgun shell. Let's hope for a button. Oh, there it is. Yep, another shotgun shell. I imagine I'm going to be finding a lot of those today. That's okay, we're cleaning the woods, right? Making a friendly environment. Alright, see y'all in the next. Well, here's probably the best signal I've heard in a few minutes. It sounds like iron. Oh my goodness. There's a root too or something. Maybe it's just big iron. Lots of rocks. Yeah, lots of rocks. Huh. That's a big root right there. Let's see if we can come in from the side. Lots of rocks in here. That's okay too, because I'm in gold country. Maybe if it's a big chunk of gold, that wouldn't be bad. Oh, these tree roots don't make it easy to dig, that's for sure. Alright. I'm betting it's over here, underneath that root. Why are they always underneath roots? Yep, I'm working for this one. Yeah, working pretty good for this one. Boy. Alright, give me a minute. I'm just going to whack that out with my axe. Okay. Got a good beat on it. It's right in there. Again, I don't know if this is anything spectacular or not, but I am around an old foundation, and it's so far deep in the woods that there really isn't any junk. So it could be scrap, but probably not modern junk. I got another root to contend with right there. Oh yeah, this ground is not easy at all. Is that it? Well, that's the root. Alright, I gotta get that root out of there now. Good grief. Be right back at you. Yeah, man. Working for these relics. Alright, let's see what it is. It's just a piece of iron. But it looks like an old square nail. Look at that. Nice, nice old square nail. Yeah, that's a clue right there. That's why I dig these up. I want to see what this ground is going to be like, what this area, what the age is going to be like. Beautiful. Alright, so that's a nice clue. And you got to follow the nails. You follow the nails and you find the treasure. It's just the way it is. Alright, see you on the next. Yep, brand new MX Sport, and the cover is falling off already. You know, my first MX Sport, this is my second one, my first one, I lost that the second week I used this detector. I'm not sure how they have that on there. Just kind of pressed on with those little 4 knobs. Just cheap, man. You know, I love it when people say, oh, the MX Sport is such a tank. No, it's not. The only thing good is what's inside that box right there. Everything else on it falls apart. Good grief. Alright. Well, I can still use it that way. But, man, that just ticks me off. Brand new. Alright. Alright, well, we got ourselves a beautiful 57 signal right here. 57. No telling. It's right there, right in the middle, in between good and bad. Let's find out. Lots of roots in these woods here. And I go deep too, see that? I'm almost betting it's shallow. Now, most of the iron stuff in here is deep. But this one, I don't know. Well, I don't see it in there. I don't see it in there. And I don't see it in there. Alright, we're gonna have to get the detector on this. Give it a swipe. See if we can't locate it. Alright, yeah. Let's put the detector on it real quick. See what it is. Saying it's still in the hole. Gotta move that tree. Where did I say it was? Right up front. Take some chunk out of it right here. Like that. Add some rooty ground. Rooty. Get those roots out so I can get a deep. Man, this one's not going to be easy to find, is it? Is that a root down there? Yeah, root. Alright, well, I'm not seeing anything yet. Let's hit it again with the detector. I'm just going to shut you off. I'm going to find it, and then I'll come back. I'll show you. Well, now it's giving me an iron signal. Over here somewhere. You see anything in there? Huh. Good grief. Some of these things are hard to find. They give you decent signals in the ground. But then when you get them up... Alright, it's in my hand. It's a bullet, okay. These things are so hard to find because they're so small, and this was deep. Look how deep that is. I mean, that was way down there. Yeah, jeez. I don't know the caliber or anything, I don't really care. But, I was hoping it was something better. But, oh well. Alright, see you on the next. Well, we got us a big signal here, finally. Something other than a shotgun shell. about tired of digging those already. Shotgun shells and modern bullets. But this might be a relic. Just might be a relic. And I see some iron. Let's see what that is. I don't know. Some kind of doohickey, but that's not what I was hearing. It couldn't have been. I was hearing something a little bit bigger than that. I'm sure of it. I don't see anything in there. Yeah, I do. Okay, yeah. That's what I was hearing. Okay. Just a couple ancient pieces of iron. No telling. I'm going to save this piece right here just because I think it's neat. And it may be something hand forged. We'll have to check it out. So, alright, let's roll on. See what else we can find. Alright, see y'all next one. Well, we got a 57 signal, which may be a bullet or something else. Gotta find out. Well, big old roots in here. My goodness. See if I can break that. That's why you need a sharp axe or a shovel. Sharp shovel. Man, there's some hard ground down there. Alright, see anything popping out? I don't. Yep, let's hit it with the detector. Find out. It's out. Sounds like a bullet. Yep. It's an old bullet. I'll have to clean that up and see what the age is on something like that. See how white that lead is? Yeah. I found a lot of colonial bullets like this, just searching in the woods. Alright. Yeah, it looks like some kind of old bracket, all bent up. Yeah, nothing spectacular. If it was in better shape, I'd keep it, but it's an old one. Alright, see ya. Alright, I'm up and among the area where the house and the barn and all that stuff sat, where all of the activity was. And I just pulled up this nice little rain guide. Nice relic. That is an old one for sure. Good golly, that is old. Beautiful relic right there. Love finding those. That'll clean up real nice. Alright, that's the only thing we find today. That is a beautiful relic. Alright, see ya. Well, I just pulled something up out of that hole. It's giving me a nice signal. And it flopped out and it's laying right here. Let's see what that is. Oh my goodness, it's solid lead. I don't know what that is. Let me clean that up real quick and get a shot of it. I'll be right back at you. Well, alright, here it is, all cleaned up. I'm telling you, I don't know what that is. I don't see anything on the face. It's solid lead. It's got a piece of iron going through it. Could have been a medallion, a horse medallion, or a pendulum for a clock. I don't know. That is a chunk of lead, though. I like it. It's heavy. Got that nice old iron nail or something through it. Alright, let's see what else we can find. Nice relic. If we can figure out what it is, I'll let you know. See. We got a big iron signal right here. I'll have you dig it with me. See what it is. Usually when they sound like that, it's either like a part to a roof, or it's a big chunk of iron. And it is a big chunk of iron. It's an iron. Isn't that funny? It is a big chunk of iron. It's an iron. Oh, I love finding those. That is a relic right there. Yeah, boy. It's missing the handle. But man, love finding those. You want to know why? People use them. People use them on a regular basis. Yeah, I'm just digging here a little bit, see if I can find the handle, if it's in there. That is beautiful. Love finding those. That just made my day. Now there's a nail, it looks like. That's not the handle. Yeah, you keep digging, man. You're gonna find all kinds of stuff popping out. Look at all of that fool's gold in there. Good grief. It's just loaded. Well, I don't think I'm gonna find the handle for it. But man, that's an alright relic all by itself. Alright. That's a keeper. And a little pottery to go with it. That is beautiful. We'll clean that up. Make that look nice. Hang it up on the shelf. Alright, see ya. So I wanted to show you this. I found this last time I was here, but I didn't have room in my bag to bring it home. I had so much other stuff. But this is a whole complete piece that sits on the back of the horse, and it has the rain guides in it. You see them? And then these little rivets right here would have held the leather straps that went down the side. Yeah, isn't that nice? And it did get cleaned up pretty good. I'll have to put that through a tumbler, clean it up the rest of the way, but I'm gonna bring it home this time because you know, now I have plenty of room. So yep, that is the whole entire piece that sits on the back of the horse, rain guides and all. Beautiful. Alright, see ya. Now we got another big overload signal right here, and it's probably a big chunk of iron, or another iron. Yeah, when you're out looking for relics, you look for those big iron signals, and I just felt it in there, so alright, let's see what we get. What is that? Looks like a big pot top. See that? That's beautiful. Solid cast iron. Heavy. I can't tell if that... Yeah, that's broken, isn't it? Yeah, I don't have any use for that. I don't. Not in that condition. If I had the pan to go with it, I'd keep it, but I don't have any use for that. Now, that's going to stay right here, and the next treasure hunter can take it away, or if I want it, I know where it is. Alright, see ya. Yeah, okay, so I just hit a deep, high 70 signal, and it's pretty deep. It's very interesting, because it's small. Of course, it sounds small, probably because it's so deep, but there's no telling. It could be a coin. Could be a coin. Alright, I do believe we probably got it. I just like to take a sweep through it real quick and just see if I can see it pop out. To me, that's fun. I know to you new people that are in detecting, you just bam, bam, right in there with that thingamajig. In such a hurry to find it. Well, you'll find it. It's in here. Just take your time. Enjoy the hobby. No need to get all crazy. You do gotta cover a lot of ground in this hobby. So, yeah, speed does count sometimes, but patience too. Alright, so I'm not seeing anything popping out at me, so it's probably not silver, but let's throw the headphones on and find it. Right there. Alright. Yeah, that was in the deep pile too. What do we get? What do we get? Something good. Come on. Something good. Come on. Oh, this one's hidden in there. Alright, we'll have to sweep it real quick. Is that it? That's it. What is that? Some kind of fancy little something. I don't know. It's fancy. Let's clean that up and take a peek at it. Be right back at you. Well, I tell you, if that's not silver, I don't know what it is. Look at that. That looks like a little piece of silver. It's really thin, but it's got the strength of silver. Doesn't feel like aluminum. It's a little heavier than that. Interesting. I don't know what that is or what that would have went on, but yeah, neat. Alright, let's move on, see what else we can find. So yeah, got half a shoe. Look at how tiny that one was. Tiny little shoe. Still has its nails in it and everything. Broke right off. Alright, moving on. Yep, piece of iron. Something to something. I don't know. Let me know if you know what that is. Or went to. Alright, see ya. Got a pretty decent little signal here. About 67 on the Richter scale. Let's find out. Okay. Lots of roots. Lots of roots. Digging right into a root right there. Alright. I'm betting it's right in here. Of course, everything's been a little bit deeper than that. But 67 is kind of an odd signal for this area. So most everything in here is old and iron. Maybe something left over from a hunter. Well, it's not in there, so it's gonna be deeper probably. Alright, let me hit it with the detector, find it, and I'll show you what it is. Alright, it was still in the hole, and I can see it right there. And it's right underneath this big root. It feels like a big chunk of something. My detector's telling me it's a buckle. Man, I don't have my knife on me either. I'm gonna have to use my axe. I lost my knife. Alright, hang on a second. My snap for my axe would not undo. Alright, I got it pried loose a little bit. Let's see what that is. It's a chunk of iron with a square hole. Don't know what that would have used on, probably on a farming equipment, plowing, stuff like that. Imagine. That's pretty deep. Has some age to it. When was the last time they used square holes? Yeah, interesting. Alright, moving on. Bigger and better things. Yeah, here's something I find a lot around old home foundations. It's got to be a rock chisel. It's heavy duty. I can't imagine what else they would have used that for. Solid chunk of steel. It's a tool. It's got to be a rock chisel. Yeah. Maybe they use this to build their fireplace or something. Interesting. Yep. Nice. That's coming in about 10, 6 to 10 solid iron. Alright, see ya. Yeah, so I'm up close. This is one of the fireplaces. There's another fireplace over there. And here's one of the corner blocks. And I just found a small shoe. It's a nice one. Yep. Beauty. Always find shoes. You can't leave a site without finding a shoe. And I'm just working up and around the house. And I've searched here plenty. Right there, I found that V-nickel. And that was real close to the house. So I'm hoping to find some more of that up here searching around the house. It's alright. See ya. So from that hole, I found that. And I don't know what that is. You think that's a scale weight or something? It's a big chunk of iron. It's got like a hole in it or something. I can't tell what that would have been. But it's heavy. Heavy chunk of iron. I don't know. A wheel? I think that was a wheel? The hole, if that's a hole, it's kind of offset a little bit. It's not exactly centered, so I don't know. We'll set it right there for now. Let the rain clean it up. See you on the next. I just found a beautiful little lantern piece. Oh, and it's falling apart. Yeah, look at that. Falling right apart. You see, it's still got the tongs on it for where the glass went into the top. This would have brought the wick up. Gas lantern. Yep. Nice little relic right there. That rang up pretty loud. I was surprised. You don't get too many signals like that in here. Alright, so yeah, I'm having fun. Just searching, trying to find as much as I can here. And, you know, I wanted a new site today, but, you know, not going to get it. But I have sites, tons of sites that still have a ton of relics in it. So, you know, keep me busy for years. But I'd like to get those new sites, just so I can go in and get those relics out and save some history. I don't know if you hear that in the background. There's construction somewhere out there. I'm in the middle of the woods. Probably tearing out the woods to build another housing development. Modern. Alright, see you on the next hole. Well, I got an 18 signal. I'm hoping for a button, but I'll probably get a shotgun shell. I'll have you look with me. My goodness. Okay, it's prickers. Alright, let's see what's in there. Prickers and roots. Everywhere. I suppose I could find a better way to metal detect. I could go to parks and stuff. But I'm just not a park guy. I like to be out here all by myself, searching this old, ancient stuff. Yeah, that's me. Well, that's not it. I tell you, stuff is hard to find in this ground for some reason. It doesn't just appear, probably because of the age. The age of this stuff, I imagine. It's, it blends in really well. Alright, is that a zircon? Oh. Cuban zirconium? I don't know. Oh, I see it. There it is. It's a shotgun shell. Man. Alright, well. Could have been a button. What's it say? New black 12 gauge. I don't know how old that is. Don't really care. But let's move on. See what else we can find. I got a big old loud signal here. 65. This signal's only 2.5 inches deep. And it doesn't belong. So I'm gonna say Hunter probably dropped something. Let's hope it's his wallet. Or let's hope for a nice relic. What is it? Don't know, some kind of grommet or something or other. I don't know what that would have been. It's copper. Alright, I'm gonna recheck this hole. Make sure that didn't belong to something else, like attached to it or something. Alright, so be back at you. Well, I got another old-time lantern piece, and this thing is brittle. Yeah, the top part of the wick would have came right out of there. These things barely ever survive. They're so thin and brittle. Of course, it's been in the ground for a long time. Alright, on to the next. Yep, got us another little shoe. Nice. See ya. Well, we got something there. Let's see what it is. Feels like iron. Oh, another shoe. Oh my goodness. I like the shape of it at least. It's nice. Alright. Yeah, I don't really know what this is. It looks like a hammer end, doesn't it? I don't know, it's weird. There you pry nails out with, but I don't know. We'll keep it. I thought I heard a bunch of iron in there. We gotta check that. Well, I guess that was it. Alright. Well. Big something there. Big piece of iron. Let's see what that is. Probably another horseshoe, imagine. But I'll bring you along with me so you can feel my pain. Alright, what do we get? What do we get? That is pretty dirt, isn't it? It's like red. Oh, I heard something. Touch metal. Down there. Rocks. I know I heard metal. My goodness, those roots go deep. Oh. Huh. Just can't get that out. Those roots there like that. Alright, let me check that again. Something. Heard something. I don't know. I might be hearing things. I don't see anything. It would be iron for sure. Alright, moving on. We'll see you on the next. Yeah, I got a big signal in an old territory. Old place. Let's check it out. I don't know what it is yet. But sounds pretty big. Maybe, oh, I might have hit it. Maybe another horseshoe or something? I don't know. Well, if it is big, it's deep. See anything? What's that? What is that? Huh. Well, that's odd. Oh, good grief. I don't know what that is, but it's odd. It's definitely broken off of something. Square. That definitely could be hand forged. Old iron. Not sure what it had on it. Not sure what it was for. Just a piece of iron. Alright, let's keep looking. See what else we can find. Yeah, there's relics in here, but man, they're not easy. This is a tough place to detect. One of my toughest places to detect. There are a lot of iron signals, but they're the old iron signals. They're small, and they're on the really low side, like negatives. So I'm hearing a lot of negative tones, and then when you hear a tone like this, it'd be like a 6 and a thud. I think it bumped up to like 60s or something like that, just probably because of the flatness of it or the roundness of it. But there are so many iron signals in here, and when you're in an iron infested place, every piece of flat iron sounds good. So besides all the small low thuds, you'll get a high ping here or a high ping there, and gotta dig them, gotta dig them. But anyway, alright, I'm still rolling through here slow as I can. Alright, see ya. Yeah, here's another tool I find at just about every old house site. I don't know what that was. No idea. Do you think that was a tool for taking off horseshoes or something? I could see that getting right underneath the the shoe and prying up. It's been beat on. It's been used. I love finding these. I mean, that's a tool from probably the 1800s, I imagine. Yeah, but man, I find those at every old house site. That's common. Got a lot of them now. Alright, let's see. I just think that's so cool. That holly just goes straight up. It just consumes. That's old. It takes a long time for holly to grow like that. And it's all over the place in here. Here's another one. Look at the size of that thing. That is a big, healthy, solid holly all the way up that tree. Huh. Yep. Just taking a little break. Oh. Alright. Need to find more treasure. So yeah. Well, here's a nice signal. I'll have you dig with me. It's probably going to be a piece of iron. Because there's a lot of iron in here. Oh boy. My bag's leaking. That means my water's coming out. Oh boy. Yep. I have to use a gallon jug of water now until I can get I got a military Camelback that they gave me when I retired from the Army, and that was so kind of them. The one I've used for so many years. And the bladder broke on it. Alright, well, I got that fixed. My back is soaking wet now. I didn't lose too much water, but that happens. I gotta get my Camelback bladder fixed. Where are you? Where are you? Wow, this stuff is like super dry. Ah, piece of a kettle. Yep, that's what that is. Just a piece of an old kettle. That's what I'm hearing. Alright, nothing great. Okay, so now look at this fancy little thing. I don't know what that is. Oh, it used to be a hook. Tip broke off. Not sure what kind of hook that was for. Maybe a latch? I don't know. It's neat. We'll keep it. Nice iron relics in here. Nice old iron relics. It's tough when you're trying to find iron in a field of iron. It is tough. Alright, so let's move on. See what else we can find. See ya. Yep, I got a 42 signal right here, but you can see when I come into spots, you know, I hit the easy spots first, and I think a lot of people do that. They'll hit the easy spots. But right there was a branch there, there was pricker bush there, and it's so close to that small tree. Yeah, I didn't swing my detector over there, but there's a signal there. So that's why when you do go back to your locations, try to hit the spots that you didn't hit before. And that's what you primarily focus on, hitting the things that you didn't hit before. But you have to go back and go through all the same area that you did go through, because you know you'll pick up new signals. That is a knife. That is a knife. An old iron knife, I think. That is a weird knife, because it's not even sharp. I don't know, was that a file maybe? That is a cool looking relic. Look at that. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to clean that up. Get that looking good again. That looks like a knife, but it can't be. It's an iron. It's just solid iron. It doesn't have an edge. It's like a 1/4 inch thick here, and I can see it's tapered down, but man, That would have been one serious iron knife. Strange, isn't it? Interesting. I like it. Nice relic. We missed that last time I was here. Okay, moving on. See ya. Here's a big piece of iron, probably. Just screaming at me. Wanting me to dig it up and take it home. Oh, yeah. Let's see what's in there. That tree's falling on me. What is it? You know what that looks like? Looks like, I don't know. Piece of a hoe. That's what it is. Yep. It's a piece of an old style hoe that attached. They had like a double face for digging. Yeah, that's what that is. Alright, jump. See. Yeah, we got a nice little iron relic here that I don't know what it is. It's neat, isn't it? That's definitely hand forged. Guarantee it. Yeah. Nice. Wish I knew what it was. That would be sweet, wouldn't it? I'm right inside of where the house was. There's the chimney on that side. There's the chimney on that side. I'm right sitting smack dab in the middle where the house was. So I imagine that came off the house. I don't know what they would have used that for. Wish I knew. If y'all know what that is, leave me a comment, please. Let me know. Nice iron relic. See ya. Well, here is another large piece of iron right next to that other one. I think there's rocks on it or something. Again, we're right inside the center of the house. What is that? Is that an axe? Oh, no way. Love it. Yes. Yeah, you know I like those. Every time I find them, I perk up, get a nice smile. That one is like perfect. Hardly any rust on it. Good soil up here. Man, not broken or anything. Love finding those. It's a nice 4-pounder right there. North Carolina shape. That you can tell by that little V right there. Nice. Had a little bit of hammering done on the back, but not bad at all. That's probably one of the best ones I've found. Best shape. Nice condition. Alright, let's keep searching for iron relics. Yeah, boy. Yep, and right next to that axe, we got another signal. Another nice high iron signal. That's some kind of caterpillar larvae. It might have been this. I don't know. Let me get him out of there. I'm not sure what kind of moth or butterfly or what that makes, but I don't like to hurt nature if I can help it. Okay. Oh, it's a bunch of iron. This might be remnants to the roof. I'm just digging there just a little bit, make sure I don't feel any big piece of iron. I thought I heard something, but no, that definitely would have gave me a high tone signal. I don't keep that. Alright, move on. Yep, we got a nice signal coming up underneath this little spot here. I definitely see how I missed that last time. Right up underneath this tree. Probably swept right past it. I don't know what it is. Yes, I do. That is a mule hook. Basically, it's like goes on a piece of wood on the end, and it has the hitch piece right there. Attach mules or horses. Yep, I find lots of these. And sometimes I save them, sometimes I don't. I just have so many of them. They're so common. That one I'll probably keep. That one's in pretty good shape. You find them small like that, and then you find them really big, depending on what size rigging they had, what they were pulling. Alright, see ya. And we got us another big signal. It looks kind of rough. Got some roots in there for sure. Oh, yeah, what is that? Oh, yeah. I remember finding one just like that last time I was here. It's like an old style mason lid. It's in really poor shape. And I should have researched that, but I don't know why it's missing the top. It never had a top. It was just the side like this. They must have had some kind of system where they just put in a top and screwed it down or something. Strange. That's a very, very old food canning relic right there. Yeah. Huh. The problem with keeping that is this. See? Unfortunately, it's so brittle, there's nothing you can really do with that besides get it on film. Alright, yeah, so sometimes, yeah, you have to destroy history. There's absolutely nothing I could do with that. I put it in my pouch, I try to bring it home, it would already be broken by the time I got it home, so it's just that brittle. Better just keep it here. See ya. Here is another signal. I can see why I missed it. Right there, in between the trees right here. I would have never ran my metal detector through that, especially in the summertime or whatnot, because there's just so much overgrowth. It looks completely different than this. Well, this is about a 2839 signal. I'm thinking shotgun shell or harmonica reed. That's a harmonica reed plate. Common find around old home sites. Yep. Nothing great. Moving on. Well, we found the well. You can see the hole down in it. I never noticed that before. Sitting right on the side of their home. Yep, you got this big old tree with all the whatchamacallit ivy growing out of it. Yeah, I wonder if that's stone lined. I don't usually mess around with them, but I'm going to detect around this, see if there's any coins. All right. So, in my search, I think I found the secret to preservation. It's interesting. This area over here, next to this well, is covered in, what do you call it? That, let's see if I can pull up some. It's pyrite, that's what it is. Just loaded with pyrite in there. Look at this. It's all pyrite. In all of the metal objects that I pulled up over here, they didn't have hardly any rust on them at all. Look at this piece. Interesting. That thing would have rusted right away. Very interesting location. Strange. But anyway, I didn't find a whole lot. just scraps of metal. And oh, look at this. Look at this piece. That's iron. An iron strap that didn't even rust away. This ground, it's just covered in pyrite. Yeah, so that may be the secret to finding sprickers. Finding relics that are in really good condition. So you try to find those home sites that are sitting on these pyrite deposits. Well, I am going to find a spot where I can do a wrap-up, because I'm getting a little tired and I'm ready to go. Got a rock right here. Yeah, we'll just clean this off and show you what I got. It's a nice rock. Alright, so let me pull out all the stuff that I found today and show you all the relics. Got a ton of stuff. Mostly all iron. I think pretty much everything in here is iron. So, besides the lamp pieces. Alright, let me show you and I'll be right back at you. Okay, I'm ready. Let me show you what I found. Here we go. This stuff looks old. It looks quite a bit old. But I'll have you be the judge of that. Check it out. So this is what we found today. Yeah. We got 3 horseshoes. Nice horseshoes. We found a rain guide. Of course, we got that fully complete rain guide that I found on a trip before I came to this day. Just left it out. I didn't have room for it. Shotgun shells. Got that nice axe. And I got this pendulum thing. I don't know what that is. I'll have to post that on Facebook ID me and see if those guys know what that is. This piece, who knows? Who knows? Some lantern parts. Old. When they're in that shape like that and they're falling apart, that is old. Yeah. We got chunks of iron. Got that knife. That looks like a knife. Got this piece here. No telling what that went on, but I like it. It's cool. We got the iron. That's iron. I like that. I always like finding those. I never find them with the handle on them. I suppose they broke the handle when they dropped it, and then they tossed it away. Because people would have kept those, you know, and who knows. But I imagine they drop it, and they break, and then they toss them. So we got that harness piece. Well, that yoke piece that pulls. This ring probably went on the end of a piece of wood that went to a bracket like that. We got those chisel pieces. And this piece here, I thought that was a shoe buckle last time I found it. You know, I must have dropped it out of my bag because I found it again. It was laying on top of the ground. My metal detector went over it and I was like, oh yay, signal. And pulled it back up. And we have that piece there. I don't know what that is. Silver? It may be aluminum, but I doubt it. They really didn't have aluminum back in that day. So, I don't know. It looks silver to me. And we have some modern bullets and some kind of copper grommet. But yeah, we got some treasure today. Those are all nice old relics. From the past. Saved. So when they come in here, and I don't hear that construction going on anymore, they must be out to lunch. But when they make their way over here, this place is going to be pretty much hunted out. And that's good. Because when they rip this place up and they build a parking lot, or, you know, they put in houses or something like that, that's just less trash they have to deal with. But we're pulling out the good stuff. We're pulling out the relics. We're pulling out the history. You know, telling the stories of the past. You know, everything has a story. everything. I mean, you just look at this axe. You just imagine the kind of stories this thing has. Look at how round edged that top piece is. They didn't come like that. Somebody sharpened that like that, and they did it in a specific manner that took off most of the top part of that axe. And so he had a downward stroke as he was filing that, and he was taking more material off of the top piece. So, but yeah, interesting stories. And the story on this, yeah, I need to find that out. I need to know what this is. It's odd. I've never found anything that looks like this. And it looks like a knife. But it's weird because it can't be a knife. It's too thick to be a knife. So it had to have been probably a tool for something. And, you know, you can buy these at the antique stores. You can get these all day long at the antique stores. But how do you think they get there? Guys like me. Yep. It's too bad this one's broken though. But it's still a nice relic. It'll still display nice. And it has a story. I know right where it came from. I'll put a label on it. Put the GPS coordinates. It came from this site right here. And I know the family name that lived here back. My map shows this place in 1886. My map shows this site in 1886. And I'm telling you, it's much older than that. So, and I have the name of the family that lived there in 1886. So that could belong to that family. I'm sure they have relatives. All they got to do is call them up and say, hey, you want something from your past? I got it. But that's what we do. That's what we do as relic hunters, treasure hunters. You know, a lot of people don't like that word treasure hunting. I don't know about you, but to me, that is treasure. And it's not gold or silver, but that is treasure. The stories behind that piece. Where it was made, when it was made, who used it, when they used it, what they use it for. That's the treasure. And that's what I'm after. That's why I do what I do. Love this job. I wish I could do this every single day. I kind of do it every day, but I wish I could make a living doing it, like Aqua Chigger does. But I can't, not yet. I'm retired military, but I still need to work every day. So I come out when I can and save history. But anyway, that's it. That's our treasure for today. I had a great day. I wish I could have got into that new site, but you know, construction. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Appreciate it. And thanks for coming out in the woods with me, searching for all this old stuff. And there's going to be more. So stay tuned. Take care.